house in a few years. But just tell me you like to play. It's like every day I'm kicking rocks.
Janet is a God-fearing person. And I think the reason why we haven't broken up yet is because of that one part of her life, God. And because he's never changing, somehow because he brought us together, our friendship just keeps growing each and every single day.
Honey Pie, my love, thank you so much for loving me the way you do and just how you do it. You're forever my love and I'll always be yours.
Moving from church and I was going to do ministry somewhere.
Please be your number one like you always tell me, and I love you too.
Well, I met Janet when I was from church. I will
always stay by your side.
I had been invited to minister in a fellowship. So as I went, I met her and I saw her, I got interested in her. I said hello and it started by a hi. I first bypassed her, but I noticed there was something I had missed about her. So I returned back to greet her again. And I actually realized her sparkling beauty.
'Cause everywhere you go, I'll follow you. Baby, teach me how to. 'Cause I'm standing still again.
So for her, I would say the very first thing she was always looking for was a man that doesn't just fear God, but actually practices the fear of God in their lives. Like someone that will draw her closer to God rather than away. And I would say when she met Vincent, it was just the perfect thing, because when he has that, everything else.
You're always on my mind.
I told her we were going for photos. As we went on along the way, I told her I'm not feeling well. Let's first go to this hotel. And she's like, but you're going to Serena. And I'm like, yeah, we can just go have some lunch. So we went, we had some lunch, went by the poolside. As we were taking ice cream, so many questions were in my mind. I'm like, she might be, what if she says no? What if she says, actually I was also afraid, and I'm like, okay, what if she says yes?
Not anyone but you. Not anyone but you. Could you be my one?
We met at a time that I really least suspected. I didn't expect anything like that. We met at church, at Christ Church. We were all from service, and then after service, then people come to greet you and all that. Then he came and greeted me, and I realized he was taking the jazz like so long, and it started like that. Really, that's basically how everything started. And yeah,
I met Vincent way back. I may not be in position to mention the year, but I've known him for quite some good times.
it was the happiest time of my life.
Since high school, and he's quite an interesting person.
I remember that day I called my sister, I was all screaming. I called my friends, I called everyone, because he told me we were going for, he just called me and told me, no, I'm taking you somewhere today. And then
He's very interesting. He's a go-getter. When he decides to set his foot down and he makes decisions, trust me, that is it, and it is final.
I prepared, he even got me a dress to wear. And before I knew it, we were going to Serena. So I thought, I like fish a lot, so I thought we were taking him for fish.
What I must say is he's a good guy. He's down to earth. He's very approachable, calm guy, and it's not an easy step to take for a man to finally admit that he needs to be united again with that lost rib, and not many have taken it. So for someone, a man to take that decision, shows a bit of his character and his outview of life and his priorities generally in life. So Vincent, I'm wishing you the best, you and Janet.
Well, and he's also hardworking, very hardworking. At least I have seen that in him. He does not despise work. He does not despise anything, for as long as it is going to bring him food to the table. So I would love to congratulate my sister Janet. Yakubye jackpot. It is a good one. Maybe what I can say, Vincent, you happen to meet Janet. She's a very interesting girl, very calm, very polite. It's a lot that I've seen in her. I'm not saying that she's perfect. She has got her weaknesses, but all I can say, she is really very kind.
We grew up together. We pretty much went to the same schools. We pretty much did the same things. We had the same likes. We had the same way of doing things, except that he had a different way of doing things. He was pretty much a person who stuck to his decisions, who believed in what he believed in, and no one convinced him otherwise. So along the way, after we graduated, after I had gotten married, that's when my brother got to know and meet Christ. It's then that I know that his life changed for the better.
Wow, this is indeed a beautiful evening. I'm so delighted and excited. My name is Alera Sarah. I'm a friend to Janet. Talking about Janet is such
a little message that I have for them, and to tell them that it does not matter the tithes that come in your life. What matters is the God that you serve, and what matters is that you're true to yourselves.
A nice lady. She's one of a kind. She's a person you can't find anywhere else. She's someone who is jolly. When you meet her, even if you were sad, you'd have to smile. I got to know Janet in high school. She's such a nice person. She was our leader, and when you approach Janet, you really get that hospitality that you don't get from any other lady. So Vincent, I was really so glad to meet you through Janet, and you both became my friends, and I can't wait for that due day of your wedding. I'm so excited, I'm so delighted. Before even the day itself, I'm really happy. I really thank God for the far He has brought you two. You two are a perfect pair. When I look at you, I really see love manifested. I'm indeed so grateful, and I really pray that in your marriage, may God bless you, may He shower you with blessings, and may you live to see your great-grandchildren toothless.
I'm very happy for them because, okay, they are my friends. I first met Jenny, and she's been a good friend to me. Before I met Vincent, actually, I thought they were brothers and sisters because there's how they look alike, but I think it's about love. That's why they are kind of alike.
Jennifer is a nice girl. We love you, Jennifer. She's been that delicate child at home, you know, all the time laughing, all the time joyous. She's just a nice girl to stay with. I watched Jennifer grow up. I carried her while she was young. I watched her through school. We could visit her during BD. All that time, actually, she's been with us. We are happy that Jennifer is now grown up. She one time approached me. She told me she got a partner by the name of Vincent. And when she told me about it, I was surprised. I was like, Jennifer, are you serious? You want to settle up? She told me she wants to settle.
She's a person whom you'll wonder why does she care. You get it, like, you know, all these years I've been with Janet, like, she tells me, like, she calls me more than I call her, you know, so she's that kind of person who is so caring, you know. One highlight about Janet, you know, there are times when, you know, I would have a lot of stress, you know. I know she would call, you know those times when you need somebody to just call you and find out how you are, yeah. And incidentally, she was that person, and I didn't know. I would actually ask myself, why does she care really? Yeah, but I think that's just her. You know, she's good at caring, but she wants to make people happy. You know, in class, I remember in high school, you know, you had guys who, you know, being a counselor, you have to make sure that people are sweeping class. You know, she'd be like, guys, sweep the class. That's her tone. But then people, you know, some guys will refuse, and she'll get the broom and sweep herself, and that would piss me so much. I feel like, why does she do this? You know, people have to learn to take responsibilities, you know. But I think that is just her. She doesn't complain. She's just like that. You know, it's so amazing. And Vincent is a good guy.
What if I told you that I really like you? What if I showed you that maybe I could surprise you? Would you be so kind to open up your mind and heart to me? Would it be alright if we just ride along this road and see that I can't be with anyone but you? Not anyone but you, because